Hi there, students. Okay, arid. Arid is an adjective. I guess aridly, an adverb. And aridity or aridness, I think I'd probably go for aridity as the noun of the quality. Okay, arid is just a posh word for dry. I think particularly we use this word arid to talk about a climate. So the desert is a very arid place. Yeah, it's so dry that there isn't enough rain for plants to grow. This desert is so arid that nothing will grow there. Okay, so arid meaning dry land, having little rain or no rain. It's too dry, it's barren and doesn't support vegetation. Okay, but then we can also use arid metaphorically. If we call something arid, we're calling it boring. We're saying it doesn't have any interest. So his style of writing is very arid. It's very dull, dreary, sterile. It doesn't have any adjectives. It doesn't have anything to liven it up. And this is the idea of arid, something that's not interesting, something that doesn't show a lot of imagination. Yeah, so I find his writing extremely arid. Yeah, it's lifeless. Yeah, it may so it may be technically good, but it's arid. Or for example, a musician can play a piece of music technically very, very well, but maybe it's rather arid. That's lifeless. It doesn't have feeling. Yeah, it's just not good for that. It's rather it lacks vitality. It lacks imagination. Okay, so land can be arid, very dry. Yeah, the arid fields were crying out for water. And then an arid climate. Yeah, the desert is a very arid region, an arid climate. So yeah, arid conditions. I would guess that Saudi Arabia is a very arid country. Yeah, it's an arid landscape. Okay, so this is an arid zone or an arid region. It's dry, very few plants grow on it. So they're trying to breed new crops that can withstand such arid conditions. You could have an arid period in your life, yeah, where there's very little going on, or maybe a business goes through an arid period where it's rather boring, it's not very interesting, yeah, there's not a lot of joy to it, it's rather boring, tedious and dull. I guess the arid years are immediately after the war, when there was no money. Yeah, an academic subject could be arid. It's got no life. It's got no excitement. It's got no zing to give it purpose. Her smile was the only joy in my arid life. Yeah, so arid, not interesting, not without vitality. I like this. Je jeune. Yeah, lacking interest in life. Okay, so an arid textbook. Okay, so arid, dry, desert, barren, sterile, and then metaphorically boring, tedious, dreary, tiresome, vapid, je jeune. Yeah, okay, and the opposite of boring. Okay, lacking liveliness. Yeah, it's lackluster and very pedestrian, rather stodgy perhaps. So let's see, arid, formality. I think if you said an arid climate, I think I'd give it a 6 in formality. You could just about use that in an informal conversation. I think arid, though, an arid book, 6.5 to 7 informality, using a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. And then as to origin, okay, this comes directly from Latin aridus, meaning dry, parched. Yeah, areo, I am dry. Okay. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Arid, aridly, aridity.